Hey guys, so this is another pool update. I just got this in the mail. It's a Intex water sprayer or a water fountain, whatever you want to call it. And so I'm going to open this up and thought I'd take you along as I open it and go hook it up and all like that so you can see it. Okay, so I got this out of the box and it goes on the side of the pool like that. You can see, you know, how it fits. And it's got two little screws that you're going to tighten. And then basically you unplug the return hose from the valve and plug it directly into this instead. And then it came with a little adapter, so if you have like a smaller pool and it has smaller hoses to the return, then you can use that to help make it big enough. And see, it has the little screw on the side, or on the end, on the side, on the end that you use to screw into this if you had smaller hoses. But anyway, it looks pretty self-explanatory. This would probably cool your water down quite a bit if you were out in the pool in the middle of like 90-degree weather. They say that a water fountain on your pool will help cool the water temperature, not significantly, but at least 5 to 10 degrees more cooler than what it otherwise would be. So I'm gonna go hook this up. I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm gonna turn it on. It's over there. It's hooked up. I should have mentioned before I hooked it up that on the front side there are LED lights that will come on, and you'll be able to see them at nighttime when the water sprays across the pool. So I'm going to turn this on and we'll see what happens. There you go. Whee! Ooh, that looks so awesome. Yeah, man, check it out. Holy hell. That's awesome, man. I can't wait. Let me see if I can zoom in to see the LEDs. I'm stepping on my cords here. Woo, that's so awesome. I can't wait. Okay. You can barely see them. Because obviously it's daylight. I will make another video of it whenever it's nighttime to see it better. See, it turned green. And now it's turning kind of like a teal blue color. That is so awesome, and it's going to be so great in the middle of the summer. Can you imagine how wonderful that's going to feel? Oops, sorry. To be able to jump in the water and have this going. Ah, this is going to be so awesome. Woo! I can't wait. Well, I'm going to go over here and kind of feel the water flow and see how it feels coming out of there. I guess you could leave it on all summer if you wanted to and just let the water spray out of it. That is so refreshing. I can't wait to like come out here, I don't know, in the morning time when this is running and just sit here. I don't know, maybe play my guitar out here or something like that. The water flow coming from this is pretty powerful. So if you had a larger pool, it would shoot at least in the center of it. Anyway, this is going all the way across our pool. And we have, well, it's not quite all the way across, but it's definitely making waves in the water all the way across. So if you had a larger pool, this would definitely work, I think. And of course the trees are leaving nice little floaty thingies in there for me. I gotta clean that out now. But that's so awesome. I'm just in love. Alright, so now that we've seen what that looks like, I'm going to turn this off and set it back on my timer. And I'm actually going to change my timer to 8 because the saltwater system, they recommend that the saltwater system for this size of pool run between 6 and 8 hours. While your saltwater system is running, you have to have your pump running. And let me explain that a saltwater pool is still a chlorine pool. It just processes the chlorine differently than what having chlorine tablets would. The cell in the bag is what the salt system uses to process the water to turn the salt water into chlorine, and then puts it back into the water. So if it's really hot, it's been raining a lot and stuff like that, and your water's starting to go kind of cloudy and stuff, you can still put shock in the water, but they recommend that you use liquid chlorine to shock your pool rather than the powdered stuff. Or you can run a boost cycle, which is where you just simply push this button and it runs 8 times the amount of time that your saltwater system timer is set for. So when I boost, I usually turn this off and I reset it to like 2 hours so that my salt system runs and does a boost cycle for 16 hours. Which is not too bad, because when you shock your pool, you're going to want to run your pump for 12 whole hours. So a lot of people think that whenever you have a salt system, you can't put shock in your water, or that you shouldn't, or that you don't have to. Sometimes you still have to. So it's kind of good to know what that is, because your pool is still making chlorine with the salt system on there. I think the term is that they use copper ionization in the salt cell to make the chlorine. So it's a whole chemical process, what it does, and I forgot what the chemical is called that salt has in it that makes it do it, but I'll look it up for you and I'll be more than happy to share when I find out what that is exactly. So, like, I knew one time, but I kind of forgot. It just slipped my mind. Man, this is beautiful. Yeah, I can't wait. Oh my God, it looks so refreshing. In the middle of a hot day, hell yeah. Alright, that's all for now, guys. Hey guys, so I was walking out here to this fountain, and so decided that I would show you what this thing looks like at night. There's the pool, and then there's the fountain right over there. So it makes for a nice nighttime swim. It's actually lighting up the water pretty good. Actually, I would still use a, pool light in here. We got the pump and saltwater system still working, obviously, or this wouldn't be working. So, yeah, this is nice. So this is gonna shut off by itself at around 11:55 tonight, and when it does that in the morning when I get up, I will either come and disconnect this and plug everything back up like normal, or just reset the timer so it runs earlier during the day and leave it on there. Those are the connections. Oh, oops, it's kind of dark out here. This is one of the hose that came off the return. There's the return valve. And then when you take that off, you just close that valve. Or otherwise, you're going to have water shooting out the bottom there. But, yeah, it's real nice. And, oh, I wanted to point out, too, that the way that the lights work is that the lights turn on with the flow of the filter. They're like those flow lights that you get to put on your eyeball inside your pool or on your return, and it uses the flow of the filter to turn the lights on. So there's no electrical wires or anything like that connected to it. So I just wanted to point that out in case you were curious on that. And one last thing. I was saying earlier that it would be nice if I could come out here and maybe play guitar. Probably some people out there think that I would actually try to like get in my pool and play my guitar. That's not what I meant. Like sit over there where those chairs are, which is pretty good distance from the pool, or you know, maybe up there on the deck and everything like that with this in the background playing my guitar. I just thought that I would point that out. Somebody probably think I'd be stupid enough to try something like that. But anyway, that's the water fountain. It's really, really, really nice. I'm so excited and so glad that I got it. I think it was a really good investment, and I thought I would make this video because when I found it on eBay, and I noticed that nobody else on YouTube or anywhere had any reviews on this. So now you know you can get an Intex water fountain. They actually call it Intex multicolor water sprayer. And it's $25. And I'll find the link and I'll put it up in the description, so if you want to get one, you know where to get it. Alright, thanks for watching.